Some good news for motorists. A big-time fuel price rollback is expected next week. By how much? We'll tell you later on. The camp of TVJ wins another trademark dispute over the use of the Eat Bulaga name. They're now set to file a case to compel Tape Incorporated to stop using the title. And the civilian-led Christmas convoy to the West Philippine Sea has kicked off. One News anchors, Gretchen Ho and Ed Lingao, will be joining the historic voyage tomorrow and will attempt to broadcast the trip live. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know to jumpstart your weekend. I'm Riza Diaz. The Philippines recently logged initial cases of walking pneumonia, but one health expert says it's not necessary to bring back the mandatory use of face masks. Infectious disease expert Dr. Ronjin Solante said the hospitalization rate in the country from COVID and other respiratory illnesses remain low. However, he does recommend optional mask wearing for people with symptoms. Solante explained that walking pneumonia is only a mild type of pneumonia and can be easily treated. In other news, a motorist may see a hefty rollback on fuel prices next week. An oil industry source said that diesel prices could be slashed by up to 2 pesos per liter. Likewise, gasoline could be cheaper by up to 1 peso and 90 centavos per liter. Oil companies will announce final price adjustments on Monday, which will take effect the following day. The camp of Noontime Show, a trio Tito, Vic, and Joey insist on having legal rights to use the Eat Bulaga title. TVJ's legal counsel attorney Buko de la Cruz told One Balita Pilipinas that Tape's appeal against Joey De Leon's registration of Eat Bulaga for entertainment services was dismissed. The Intellectual Property Office earlier canceled Tape's trademark registration of Eat Bulaga. The production company has appealed this decision.
Yun namang registration ng Tape ay hindi para sa entertainment. Ang registration nila ay para sa merchandise. Pangalawa, dahil sila ang naglikha, no? Tito Vic and Joey ang naglikha at nag-create, automatic po na nag-a-attach sa kanila yung karapatan, yung copyright, yung karapatang gamitin ito. Pero si TVJ po, Tito Vic and Joey po ang nagdesisyon na respetuhin natin yung registration nila ng Tape. Bagamat ito'y para sa merchandise lang.
Meanwhile, De La Cruz said they also filed a case to stop Tape from using the Eat Bulaga title. Tape continues to use Eat Bulaga for its noontime show airing in GMA 7 while they appeal the IPO decision.
Nag-file na po ng copyright infringement ang Tito Vic and Joey doon po sa RTC Marikina. Doon naman po sa korte, ang hinihiling namin ay ipahinto ang paggamit ng Tape ng markang Eat Bulaga at EB. So hinihintay pa ho namin yung desisyon na yon.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. A historic civilian voyage to the West Philippine Sea is set for tomorrow. Here's the initial itinerary. Civilian volunteers and members of the media are expected to arrive in El Nido, Palawan today. There will be a send-off dinner later tonight. And by 5 a.m. on Sunday, December 10, the convoy will depart from the San Fernando port heading to Ayungin Shoal. They are expected to arrive at the vicinity of Ayungin or Second Thomas Shoal by 5 in the morning on Monday, December 11. The convoy will stay for a few hours along Ayungin before heading off to Lawak or Nanshan Island, and then to Patag or Flat Island later after that. Now, 1 p.m. on Monday, the convoy is expected to head back to San Fernando Port in El Nido. Now, what can we expect from this historic coverage in the West Philippine Sea? Despite the civilian trip being widely reported and the Philippine government's efforts to be transparent, the chief's Ed Lingao believes there is still the possibility of China reacting negatively to the convoy.
We don't know how the Chinese will be reacting to this particular Christmas convoy. We do hope that with the transparency that the government has tried to put in place, the Chinese are well aware of what's happening. They're well aware that this is a peaceful convoy.
Meanwhile, there's also signal and connection challenges that may affect the broadcast. Gretchen Ho of The Big Story said they will try their best to go live and send real-time footage in the West Philippine Sea. There will be a briefing for the media later today, and so far the press has been reminded not to report on some sensitive information concerning security.
They told us not to say, for example, the number of PCG vessels. That's highly confidential because we don't want to compromise their security. But apart from that, they also told us not to shoot our government and military assets in the Patag and Lawak Islands so as not to give information unnecessarily.
And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us later at 9 in the morning as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.